Hello students, welcome to Crack NEET Biology. In the video, class 11, chapter 11, photosynthesis in higher plants NEET previous year questions discuss பண்ண போறோம். So இந்த chapter பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் average உங்களுக்கு NEETல 2 to 3 questions கேட்பாங்க and NEET 2025ல 2 question இந்த chapterல இருந்து கேட்டிருந்தாங்க. Okay. So இந்த chapterல ஒரு டாபிக்கோட detailed explanation video நீங்க பார்க்கணும் அப்படின்னா descriptionல எல்லா டாபிக்ஸோட லிங்க்ஸும் கொடுக்குறேன், வேணும்னா ரெஃபர் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Okay. So first இந்த chapterல yearly experimentsல இருந்து கேட்டிருந்த questions பார்க்கலாம். First question is, one scientist cultured cladophora in a suspension of acetobacter and illuminated the culture by splitting light through a prism. He observed that bacteria accumulated mainly in the region of P.W. Engelmann scientist cladophora green algae acetobacter aerobic bacteria oda suspension la grow பண்றாரு and then he illuminated the culture by passing the light through a prism. Okay, so he observed that the bacteria mainly accumulated in the region of blue and red light. So the answer is option C, blue and red light. Then oxygen is not produced during photosynthesis by green sulfur bacteria. So purple and green sulfur bacteria la oxygen produce ஆகாது. So இந்த bacteriasல பாத்தீங்கன்னா hydrogen sulfide தான் hydrogen donor இருக்கும் and sulfur or sulfate produce ஆகும், oxygen produce ஆகாது. So option A. Then third question, an oxygenic photosynthesis is characteristic of. So an oxygenic photosynthesis na oxygen photosynthesis la produce ஆகாது. So it's a characteristic of rhodospirillum. It's a purple sulfur bacteria. Okay. So green plants la hydrogen donor water இருக்கும் and it is oxidized to oxygen. And purple and green sulfur bacteria la hydrogen donor is hydrogen sulfide and is oxidized to sulfur or sulfate depending on the organism. ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Then how many types of pigments are involved in photosynthesis? அதுல இருந்து கேட்டிருந்த questions பார்க்கலாம். So NEET 2025ல இந்த question கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Match list 1 with list 2. Chlorophyll A, blue green. A3. Chlorophyll B, yellow green. B1. So chlorophyll வந்தாலே அதுல green இருக்கும், ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Then xanthophylls yellow. C2. Carotenoids yellow to yellow orange. So orange இருந்ததுன்னா carotenoids. Carrot orange அப்படின்னு ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. So option D, A3, B1, C2, D4 is the correct answer. So இதே question 2023லயும் கேட்டிருக்காங்க. The same question. Chlorophyll A, blue green. Chlorophyll B, yellow green. Xanthophylls yellow. Carotenoid yellow to yellow orange. Option A. Then what is light reaction? ல இருந்து கேட்டிருந்த questions பார்க்கலாம். So which of the following are required for the light reaction of photosynthesis? So light reaction க்கு water தேவை, chlorophyll தேவை, light தேவை. Okay. So option B, C, D, E only is the correct answer. Then the reaction center in PS2 has an absorption maximum at 680 nanometer. So photosystem 2 la the reaction center chlorophyll A has the absorption maximum at 680 nanometer, whereas photosystem 1 la the reaction center chlorophyll A has the absorption maximum at 700 nanometer. So அதனால தான் PS2 P618 சொல்லுவோம் and PS1 P700 சொல்லுவோம், ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Then third question, which of the following is not a product of light reaction of photosynthesis? Light reaction of photosynthesis la ATP produce ஆகும், NADPH produce ஆகும் and oxygen produce ஆகும். Whereas NADH is not a product of light reaction of photosynthesis. Option B. The electron transport ல இருந்து கேட்டிருந்த questions பார்க்கலாம். First question, which out of the following statements is incorrect? Statement A, grana lamella have both photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. This statement is correct. Statement B, cyclic photophosphorylation involves both photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. This statement is wrong. ஏன்னா cyclic photophosphorylation ல photosystem 1 மட்டும் தான் involve ஆகும், not photosystem 2. So option B is the incorrect statement. Whereas option C, both ATP and NADPH plus H plus are synthesized during non-cyclic photophosphorylation. This statement is correct. And stroma lamella lack PS2 and NADP reductase. This statement is also correct. So option B is incorrect. Then which of the following combinations is required for chemiosmosis? So chemiosmosis க்கு membrane தேவை, ATP synthase enzyme தேவை and cytochrome B6F complex மாதிரி proton pump தேவை and proton gradient formation தேவை. So option C, membrane, proton pump, proton gradient, ATP synthase is the correct answer. Then Which one of the following is not true regarding the release of energy during ATP synthesis through chemiosmosis? So chemiosmosis, it involves breakdown of proton gradient, correct? Movement of proton across the membrane to the stroma. So movement of protons across the membrane to stroma, correct? Then reduction of NADP to NADPH on the stroma side of the membrane. Stroma side of the membrane, reduction of NADP to NADPH நடக்கும். So அதுவும் correct. Breakdown of electron gradient தான் it's not true regarding the release of energy during ATP synthesis through chemiosmosis. Option B. Then fourth question. In light reaction, plastoquinone facilitate the transfer of electrons from PS2 to cytochrome B6F complex. So plastoquinone, it facilitates the transfer of electrons from PS2 to cytochrome B6F complex. So option A is the correct answer. Then fifth question. In a chloroplast, the highest number of protons are found in, so highest number of protons, lumen of thylakoid இருக்கும். Option D is the correct answer. Then C3 and C4 pathway oda first carbon dioxide fixation product and primary carbon dioxide acceptor என்னன்னு நல்லா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. It's very very important. So C3 pathway oda first carbon dioxide fixation product phosphoglyceric acid PGA, whereas C4 pathway oda the oxaloacetic acid, and C3 pathway oda primary carbon dioxide acceptor RUBP, ribulose bisphosphate. C4 pathway oda primary carbon dioxide acceptor phosphoenol pyruvate. இத நல்லா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. It's very very important. Then where are ATP and NADPH used? Dark reactions ல இருந்து கேட்டிருந்த questions பார்க்கலாம். Which one of the following products diffuses out of the chloroplast during photosynthesis? So oxygen na it diffuses out of the chloroplast during photosynthesis. ADP, NADPH, ATP இதெல்லாம் diffuse out ஆகாது. Oxygen na it will diffuse out. Option C. Then observe the given figure. Identify the different stages labeled with alphabets by selecting the correct option. So Calvin cycle கொடுத்து A, B, C என்னன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. So Calvin cycle la the A-ன்றது it's carboxylation, B-ன்றது reduction, C-ன்றது regeneration. So option C, A carboxylation, B reduction, C regeneration is the correct answer. Then third question, how many molecules of ATP and NADPH are required for every molecule of CO2 fixed in the Calvin cycle? So for every molecule of CO2 to get fixed in the Calvin cycle, 3 molecules of ATP and 2 molecules of NADPH are required. Okay, option D. Then which of the following are required for the dark reaction of photosynthesis? So dark reaction ku carbon dioxide வேணும், ATP வேணும், NADPH வேணும். So option C, C, D, E only is the correct answer. Whereas light reaction of photosynthesis ku light chlorophyll water வேணும். Okay, நல்லா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Then how many ATP and NADPH2 are required for the synthesis of 1 molecule of glucose during Calvin cycle? So ஒரு molecule of glucose synthesize ஆகணும்னா 6 molecule of carbon dioxide fix ஆகணும். So இந்த questionல பாருங்க, ஒரு carbon dioxide fix ஆகிறதுக்கு 3 molecules of ATP and 2 molecules of NADPH தேவன் பார்த்தோம். அப்ப 6 molecules of carbon dioxide fix ஆகணும்னா 3 6 are 18 and 2 6 are 12. So 18 molecules of ATP and 12 molecules of NADPH2 are required for the synthesis of 1 molecule of glucose during Calvin cycle. Option D. Then sixth question, which of the following statements is incorrect? In the question number already பார்த்தோம், it's a repetitive question. So cyclic photophosphorylation involves both PS1 and PS2. This is wrong. In a cyclic photophosphorylation, it involves PS1 only, not PS2. Okay. So statement A is incorrect. Whereas statement B, both ATP and NADPH plus H plus are synthesized during non-cyclic photophosphorylation. This is correct. Statement C, stroma lamella have PS1 only and lack NADP reductase, correct? And statement D, grana lamella have both PS1 and PS2, correct? Option A, that's incorrect. Then seventh question, in photosynthesis, the light independent reactions takes place at stromal matrix. Option D. So stromal matrix la light independent reactions நடக்கும். Then the C4 pathway la irundhu கேட்டிருந்த questions பார்க்கலாம். Given below are two statements. Statement 1, the primary carbon dioxide acceptor in C4 plants is phosphoenol pyruvate and is found in the mesophyll cells. This is C4 pathway, Hatch and Slack pathway. So primary carbon dioxide acceptor in C4 pathway, phosphoenol pyruvate and அது mesophil cellsல present ஆயிருக்கும். So statement 1 correct. Statement 2, mesophil cells of C4 plants lack Rubisco enzyme. This statement is also correct. So mesophil cells, it lack Rubisco enzyme. Bundle sheath cells, it is rich in Rubisco enzyme. Statement 2 also correct. So option A, both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. Then, what is the role of large bundle sheath cells found around the vascular bundles in C4 plants? So the role of large bundle sheath cells is to increase the number of chloroplasts for the operation of Calvin cycle. Option B. Then the first stable product of carbon dioxide fixation in sorghum is, so sorghum and maize. It is C4 plants. So C4 plants, the first stable product of carbon dioxide fixation is oxaloacetic acid. Option C. Then phosphoenol pyruvate is the primary carbon dioxide acceptor in C4 plants. Option A. Then fifth question, a plant in your garden avoids photorespiratory losses, has improved water use efficiency, shows high rates of photosynthesis at high temperatures, and has improved efficiency of nitrogen utilization. So இதெல்லாம் வந்து C4 plants ஓட physiological characteristic. Okay. So option D, C4 is the correct answer. Then sixth question, bundle sheath cells are rich in Rubisco, RUBP carboxylase oxygenase enzyme, bundle sheath cells la அதிகமா இருக்கும். Option D. Then seventh question, CAM helps the plants in. So CAM என்றது crassulacean acid metabolism. So in the specialized carbon dioxide fixation pathway, desert plants க்குலாம் இருக்கும் to conserve water. So option A, conserving water is the correct answer. Then eighth question, in Cran's anatomy, the bundle sheath cells have. Cran's anatomy, C4 plants oda leaves exhibit பண்ற anatomy. So in the Cran's anatomy, the bundle sheath cells have thick walls, no intercellular spaces, and large number of chloroplasts. Option B. So C4 plants example, maize, sorghum, இதனால ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Then ninth question, studying the pathway given below. So Hatch and Slack pathway A, B, C என்னன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. So Hatch and Slack pathway A என்றது fixation, B என்றது decarboxylation, C என்றது regeneration. So option C, fixation, decarboxylation, regeneration. Option C is the correct answer. Then photorespiration ல இருந்து கேட்டிருந்த questions பார்க்கலாம். NEET 2025ல இந்த question கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Which of the following statements about Rubisco is true? So given optionsல பாருங்க, option B தான் it's true. It catalyzes the carboxylation of ribulose bisphosphate. Option B is the correct statement. Whereas மத்த statements லாம் பாருங்க, it is an enzyme involved in the photolysis of water கிடையாது. It is active only in the dark கிடையாது. It has higher affinity for oxygen than carbon dioxide கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, இதுவும் கிடையாது. It has higher affinity for carbon dioxide than oxygen. So option B now is true about Rubisco. Then second question, given below are two statements. Statement 1, in C3 plants, some oxygen binds to Rubisco, hence carbon dioxide fixation is decreased. This statement is correct. So C3 plants la photorespiration நடக்கும், அதனால carbon dioxide fixation decrease ஆகும். Statement 1 correct. Whereas statement 2, in C4 plants, mesophil cells show very little photorespiration while bundle sheath cells do not show photorespiration. This statement is wrong. In C4 plants lack photorespiration. Photorespiration is C4 plants la nadakadu. So statement 2 is wrong. So option C, statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false is the correct answer. Then third question, given below are two statements. Statement 1, Rubisco is the most abundant enzyme in the world. This statement is correct. Statement 2, photorespiration does not occur in C4 plants. This statement is also correct. So option C, both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. Now the fourth question, the oxygenation activity of Rubisco enzyme in photorespiration leads to the formation of. So one molecule of 3 carbon compound phosphoglycerate and one molecule of 2 carbon compound phosphoglycolate form ஆகும். So option B, one molecule of 3 carbon compound is the correct answer. Then fifth question, the process which makes major difference between C3 and C4 plants is photorespiration. Option C. So இதே question repetitive கேட்டிருக்காங்க. A process that makes important difference between C3 and C4 plants is photorespiration. This is important question. Okay. Then factors affecting photosynthesis ல இருந்து கேட்டிருந்த question பார்க்கலாம். NEET 2017 இந்த கொஸ்டின் கேட்டிருக்காங்க. With reference to factors affecting the rate of photosynthesis, which of the following statements is not correct? So given optionsல பாத்தீங்கன்னா option B தான் the incorrect statement. ஏன்னா C3 plants respond to high temperature with enhanced photosynthesis, while C4 plants have much lower temperature optimumனு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. இது wrong. அப்படியே மாத்தி கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. ஏன்னா C3 plants தான் it will have much lower temperature optimum, whereas C4 plants it responds to high temperature with enhanced photosynthesis. So option B it's incorrect statement. Whereas option A பாருங்க, increased atmospheric carbon dioxide concentration up to 0.05% can enhance carbon dioxide fixation rate. This statement is correct. Whereas statement C, tomato is a greenhouse crop which can be grown in carbon dioxide enriched atmosphere for high yield. So tomato, bell peppers இந்த மாதிரி greenhouse crops லாம் carbon dioxide enriched atmosphereல grow பண்ணுவாங்க for high yield. இதுவும் correct. And statement D, light saturation for carbon dioxide fixation occurs at 10% of full sunlight. இதுவும் correct. So statement B தான் it's incorrect statement. So photosynthesis in higher plants இருந்து கேட்டிருந்த NEET previous year questions பார்த்துட்டோம். இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருந்தா என்னோட சேனல் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க அண்ட் இந்த வீடியோவை லைக் பண்ணுங்க, உங்க கமெண்ட் போஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க. அண்ட் இந்த சாப்டர்ல இன்னும் நிறைய ப்ராக்டிஸ் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் வேணும் அப்படின்னா டெலிகிராம் சேனல்ல போஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ரெஃபர் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. தேங்க்யூ.